Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. And what I want to do is discuss today's afternoon topic, and it's going to be enablers. Now we all know what an enabler is, right? Okay, before I jump into that topic, please remember like, subscribe, share, thumbs up, all the good stuff. Help me to continue to grow the channel and help me to educate everybody on narcissism and narcissistic abuse. We are all in this together. We're all part of the same tribe, and let's continue to grow the channel and continue to raise awareness for narcissistic abuse and help each other out. Okay, here we go. So enabler is today's topic, and I'm going to read a quick definition of that, and then we're going to discuss it. All right, so here we go. Enabler. An enabler, usually a partner or spouse of the narcissist, enables or normalizes and even perpetuates the narcissist's grandiose persona, extreme sense of entitlement, and attitude and behavior towards other by absorbing the abuse and acting as an apologist for it. That sounds familiar, I know it does. Enablers are always avoiding conflict and attack while often also seeking rewards such as affection, praise, power, gifts, or money. Enablers may be under the delusion that they are the only ones who can truly understand the narcissist, and oftentimes sacrifice or scapegoat their children to placate the narcissist. Sound familiar? I know it does. Listen, enablers come in all shapes and sizes, all ages. You know, you could be an enabler and not even know you're doing it. And let me tell you, that's what I was. So enablers, what they do, that definition describes it perfectly. What they will be doing, whether they know it or not, is they're going to be making up excuses for the narcissist, like why the narcissist behaves that way, why the narcissist did that, why they didn't do that. And basically, they're going to be a shield in protecting the narcissist. So in my case, it was my spouse who was the narcissist, and I would many times take a lot of the hits, meaning a lot of the verbal abuse to help other people out, and I would, I had no problem doing it. It was fine. Looking back, it wasn't fine because I was taking all of the abuse and all the wrath of the narcissist, and I would just protect her and say, oh no, it's fine, busy day at work, a lot of things going on. I'm not going to get into all my details, but that's what an enabler does. Now, you could be an enabler and not know what you're doing, like me. In other words, I was in a relationship with my wife, and I thought honestly, I thought that my relationship was, oh, wow. I thought that was part of a relationship. I did not know. Shame on me. But, so in my case, I did not know what I was doing. I just was being a loving spouse. You also could be an enabler and you know that the person is a narcissist, or you know what they're doing is 100% wrong, and you protect them anyway. And this, again, can happen. And the reason that could happen is, for example, the narcissist, let's be real, they have flying monkeys everywhere. They have a whole entourage of people that they surround themselves with. And we know that the narcissist surrounds themselves with people that admire them and that think that they're impeccable and they do no wrong. And if you don't fit into that mold of the narcissist, then you won't be part of the entourage. It's the way it works. You're either with them or you're against them, black and white. We've already talked about this. But remember, if you're close to the narcissist, you don't even have to be a husband or wife, but if you're close, it's because the narcissist believes that you offer them some supply in some category, in some capacity, meaning that you're validating them, you're making them feel good, and you're probably, doing things to make them feel special. And that's just the way it goes. That's what it is. And I didn't know any of this before. I just want to be fully transparent like I always am. I had no idea. I know now, and I'm trying to educate you guys. But enablers, it could be anybody. It could be a business associate. It could be a friend. It could be a lifelong friend. It could be a relative, spouse. It could be somebody you're dating. It could be family members, mother-in-law, sister-in-laws. It could be anybody like that. So if you are an enabler and you know, now pay attention here. If you know that the narcissist is a narcissist, shame on you. That's complete nonsense. You should stand up for yourself and remove yourself from the narcissistic relationship, because what you are doing is you're perpetuating the narcissistic cycle. If you know that, shame on you. And I mean that. If you don't know, and you're innocent like I was and so many other people are, that you don't know what you're doing, meaning you just think that you're just being a kind, considerate, empathetic person and you're helping out. Well, those kind of enablers, they don't know any better, and sincerely, from the kindness of their heart, they're just helping out. And they're, maybe they can say, hey, you could have done that a little bit better, or next time let's do this, and give advice to the narcissist. However, looking back, and I'm trying not to get off track here, but if you're going to give advice to the narcissist, let's be real, they're probably not going to take it, and they're going to probably shut you down anyway. But I know I tried in my relationship. And so if you don't know that you're an enabler, then you get a free pass, because you really don't know. You don't know. Maybe you're in love. Maybe you just think that the person has some problems. I'm not going to go into that, but that you can help them and you can save them, or save's a little dramatic, but you get my point. But if you do know, shame on you. Complete nonsense. So enablers, it says here, they absorb the abuse and acting apologist for it. That's what I did. And there's a great chance that that's what you're doing. You're probably taking the abuse, whatever it may be. Hopefully it's not, it's going to stop after this video. But you're taking it. And by you taking it, you may think, wow, you're a hero, or you're helping out, and I'll take one for the team. You can't do that. It's painful for me to tell you, but you can't do that any longer. Because the more you take one for the team, the more you lose your sense of self. And before you know it, when your narcissistic relationship ends, and it will end, and it won't end on good terms, then you will be left a shell of yourself, feeling empty, feeling like, what happened to me, in disbelief, discarded. And believe me, it's a long path to come back from that. Take it from me, I'm still recovering. But enablers come in all shapes and sizes. And if you know about it, you need to stop it. You really do. And then you may say to yourself, well, Andrew, if I stop it, then the narcissist may cut me out of their life. Exactly. That's right. It's exactly right. And that's what you want. Again, if it's a family member, spouse, whomever, I know it's difficult advice, there's no advice. It's difficult to hear that, but that's what you need to do. Who in their right mind would live a life being abused? And who in their right mind would live a life making excuses for somebody else? Think about that for a minute. Would you make the excuses for yourself that you're making for the narcissist? Probably not. And do you know why? I'll tell you why you won't. Because you are not the narcissist, and you wouldn't behave that way, right? That's right. Again, you're on my channel, which means you're an empath. And you don't behave that way, so you don't have to make excuses for poor behavior, right? The narcissist, let's be real, they're vicious. They're blood-sucking vampires, and they take every bit of your energy, and they take every bit of your goodness that you have inside of you. And if you're making excuses for them, you are perpetuating the cycle. And we don't want that. We want the cycle to stop. And we want the cycle to stop as soon as possible. So, in culmination of this video, if you are an enabler and you know about it, and you are enabling the narcissist sincerely, shame on you. Absolutely uncalled for. Because what you're doing is you are actually allowing narcissistic abusive behavior to continue. And there's no room for that on this planet. If you're not, and if you're an enabler and watching this video and you're thinking, wow, do I enable that person? Is that really what I'm doing? Am I helping to perpetuate narcissism, or is this person a narcissist? Then that's great news, because you're taking the first step to discovery, and you're figuring out, and with due diligence and more homework, you'll figure out if the person in question is a narcissist, and if they are a narcissistic abusive person. Figure it out. And if you think so, then maybe pull your supply back. Maybe cut them off. Maybe gray rock. Maybe don't engage with them. Maybe definitely don't support their behavior. Because the more people that support the narcissistic abusive behavior, the more this is going to grow. And it's going to perpetuate. And it's just going to get worse. Consider it like a virus that's just spreading. Because that's what it is. We need to stop. We need to stop this right now. And if you are an enabler and you're aware of it, please have some decency and stop it. Guys, I hope you liked the video. I really, really do. This is another big one, another important topic. Remember, like, subscribe, share, thumbs up, all the good stuff. Help me to continue to grow the channel. I appreciate every one of you. I love you all. God bless you. You are not alone. For those of you I've talked to recently, sincerely, continue to hit me up. I'm here to support you. I love you all. You're not alone. Bye.